What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. So last weekend I was over at my friend's house and his sister was there and she was talking to me about how she felt stuck financially. She was working a job that paid very little, she was taking some classes and she had credit card debt, but she didn't really know what she wanted to do with her life. And she just felt really tired of not having any money and didn't know what the next step was to turn her life around financially. And on top of that, she was getting really stressed out because she's thinking about what classes she wants to take next semester. And she knows that she has to take out more student loans to take these classes, but she doesn't know how these classes are really gonna affect her life or what she should do. So what do you do in this situation when you feel stuck financially and you don't know how to turn your financial life around? Whether you're in school or you're done with school and you're working full time, the steps you take to turn your financial life around are the exact same. The first thing you need to do is create time or space to think. And so if you're working a job, what that means is you gotta get your money right. Right now in America, 8 out of 10 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. When you are living paycheck to paycheck and you don't have any extra money or cushion left over every month, you don't have the time or opportunity to think because the only thing you're worried about is making money to pay your next bill. When you're in that situation, you have no idea what your other opportunities are because the only worry that you have is how am I gonna pay this bill? How am I gonna get to next month or next paycheck without going into debt? I kind of have this theory that this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle is what society wants for the majority of people because when you are living broke, essentially, you don't have time to think. And when you don't have time to think, you don't have time to question how the system works and how really life is. And if you don't have time to question that, things move kind of slowly because you can continue to get abused by the system and not even realize it. But when it comes to your finances, if you want to have this time to think about what you want to do in life, you have to get your money right first. This way you're not only stressed about how you're going to make your next paycheck. So what you need to do is write a budget. Come up with a plan on how you're going to allocate your money. I talk about the 50-30-20 and 75-15-10 plan, which I'm not going to go over in this video, but I'll link a video in the description where I explain how it works. If you follow this plan, it will tell you exactly how much money you should be spending, how much you should be investing, and how much you should be saving. That's what the 50-30-20 and 75-15-10 plans tell you. But in addition to that, you also need to take out a piece of paper and write down where every single penny you make is going. I know this seems tedious, but this is the only way you will be able to track where your money is going. In business, whenever we want to optimize anything, we have to quantify each step of the way. So like for example, if we want to make more sales, we have to quantify how many leads we're getting and how many of these leads are turning into purchasers. So if we have 100 leads and we're seeing that only 3 of these leads are becoming purchasers, there's 2 things we can optimize. How can we get more leads? So if we're getting 100 leads and 3 customers, if we get 200 leads, we should be able to get 6 customers. So how can we improve the number of leads and how can we improve the number of customers that are coming per lead? So instead of just trying to get 3 sales per customer, how can we get 5 sales per customer? This way, when we get 200 leads, we should be able to get 10 sales for every 200 leads. You have to be able to quantify your finances first. So you need to know exactly where every single penny you make is going, which is why you need to write this down. So with your finances, you need to pull out a piece of paper and on the top line, write down how much money you made last month. Then below that, write down where every single penny went and subtract the expenses, and then write down how much money you saved, if any, and write down how much money you invested, if any, and then on the bottom, subtract all these expenses and places where your money went from the amount of money you made, and the answer should be 0. It should equal $0 because you made this much money, and this is where all your money went, and at the end it should be 0. If it's not 0, recalculate the numbers because you need to know where every single penny went. Once you do this and you start following a financial plan like a 50-30-20 or 75-15-10 plan, now you will be able to get out of this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle so you finally have some breathing room to think about your life. Second, once you have this breathing room, now you need some extra cash. This way you can explore other possibilities in life. Ideally, you will go out and do something that will create more income, like by starting a business or something, but that can take a lot of time. So in the meantime, what you can do is downsize on what you have. I know this is hard, but you're not going to be doing this for the rest of your life. This is something you do temporarily. This way you have this cash cushion. So see what you can sell, see what you can get rid of. This way you can create this cash cushion so you can invest in yourself by taking online courses or by doing other things. This way you can explore the other possibilities you have in your life. Third, now is time to get more money. So in the first step, you got your money right. You got out of this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle because you started living a little bit smaller. Second, you downsize to create this cash cushion. And third, now it's time to really take this money and invest in yourself so you can make more money. The thing that you have to understand about this third step is that this is a long-term play. So if you were gonna start a business, you're gonna start a side hustle, and I have a lot of videos where I go over how to do this, and I'll link those in the description below. This is not something that's gonna happen overnight or after 6 months. I mean, this could take a few years to really build up, but if you stick with this can 100% turn around your finances for the long term. So I have a lot of friends here on the internet that sell courses and do this type of stuff, and a lot of people focus on changing your life in 90 days. I think that's like the buzz thing to do, that in 90 days you can change your financial life. But 90 days is usually not enough to change your life. I usually tell people, give yourself a 5-year plan, especially if you've never done anything before to start your own business or create more money, because it takes time to learn, it takes time to implement, and it takes time to grow. So this step is something that you have to put in the time and work in for the next 5 years if you really want to change your life to something that you can't really imagine right now, to a point where you can live your life free. And then fourth, now when you're making more money, now it's really time to focus in on that passive investing. This way you can free your personal life. The whole point of investing your money passively is so you can create more passive income. This way you don't have to keep working so hard to earn money or keep working in your business, because now you have multiple streams of income coming in. You have to follow this order, because if you are right now don't have any time to think and the only thing you're worried about is your next bill, you can't really worry about how you're going to start this massive business, because you need to create time to think. Once you have this time to think, then you need this extra cushion to invest in yourself, which is why you're going to downsize. Once you have this extra cushion, now you can invest in yourself. Go take online courses, go do something, go invest in your business. This way you can make more money. Once you establish your business, you have built this business, and now you have this cash coming in. Now it's time to take this cash and invest it in ways that will create more passive income. So this can be the stock market, this can be real estate, this can be really anything that will create passive income for you. This way now you have multiple streams of income, and now over the next 5 years you have changed your financial life. If you're thinking, oh my God, 5 years is so long, Just Breathe, isn't there a way for me to fast track the system? Yeah, you can, by working harder and making more sacrifices. But there's really no way to bypass the sacrifice, because this is just a part of the process. It's really funny to me because the majority of people love talking about how this 5-year sacrifice and dedication is too long and hard to be rich and be able to live your life in a way that the majority of people can only dream of. And so instead, the majority of people spend the next 40 or 45 years miserable, paycheck to paycheck, working a job that they hate. It's really your decision. Is it easy? No, absolutely not. But the point wasn't for it to be easy. It's for you to take one small baby step at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, just to make a small little bit of progress each day. This way you can work towards your ultimate goal. And if you want to make the smartest decisions with your money, then you have to understand what's happening in the finance and business news and know how this affects your wallet. And that's why we created the free Minority Mindset newsletter, where we break down the top finance and business news, and then we show you how this news affects your wallet. This way you can make smart money decisions. This newsletter is completely free, and you can subscribe to our newsletter by clicking the link up here or by clicking the link in the description below. Now that you've heard my thoughts on this, I want to hear yours. If somebody feels stuck where they are financially, what steps do you recommend that somebody can take to really start turning their life around? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I read every single comment that we get. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.